Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. As usual, I am your host, Selassie Fury. Today I'm going to give you some two quick updates on two Ghanaian players, Daniel Amartey, and also we're talking about Ghanaian player Thomas Partey. His coach DIEOGO Simeone has commented on his departure from Atletico Madrid. As usual, subscribe if you haven't, click on the notification bell to get more updates. So we all know Daniel Amartey suffered an injury in that second game of the season, for him actually, against West Ham United, in which they suffered a 3-0 loss. Coach of Leicester City, RODGERS, gave an update on his injury and when to expect the Ghanaian back. Was what he said. Daniel Amartey, Fox's boss, spoke about the Ghanaian ahead of Sunday's Premier League meeting with Aston Villa. Now, the Ghana defender will be out of action for a number of weeks following an injury picked up just before the international break. Club manager Brendan Rodgers has revealed. In his third game since making a return from a 2-year fitness layoff, and now the 25-year-old suffered another setback as he upset his hamstring in a Premier League encounter against West Ham. He was forced off the field in the 55th minute in the match week 4 tie at the King Power Stadium. That's what he said. Obviously, Daniel is out with a hamstring for a couple of weeks, so the international break hasn't been too kind for us when addressing the media on Friday. We think that Simeone will definitely be out with an abductor strain, so we are waiting on the scan on that. We think that he's definitely out for a number of weeks, but until we get the final scans, that will determine the length of the time. I've got no qualms about club new signing Wesley Fofana coming into play. He's fit and fine. He's been playing in the early part of the season and gone away and played for France under 21 as well. We brought him in because he's a big talent and he's ready to come on in and play. He's such a young player, but if I have to play Wesley, I have no qualms about that. We'll see how Wes Morgan is also, and then we assess it over the next 24 hours. Wes has had some issues with his lower back, but we are hoping if he's required, he will be able to play. In 2018, Amartey picked up an injury on his ankle against West Ham United that gave him a serious setback. 2 years he hasn't played serious football action since September. He made it back this year in September, just ahead of the commencement of the season. He played in that pre-season friendly game with Blackburn Rovers and made a competitive comeback in the league tie against Arsenal. After impressing in the first league appearance of the term against Manchester City, he was rewarded with a third straight appearance against West Ham. He joined the Foxes in 2016, just in time to lift a Premier League title. So it's quite interesting. Daniel Amartey there is quite sad that he has suffered another injury setback, but it is what it is. These things happen at times, and it's sad. It's sad that he has to go through all these things at the same time. And after 2 years out, you think he'll have a break, but that is the game. That is how football is. Sometimes you suffer an injury and then you suffer another injury again. He has to maintain his fitness level if he has any chance of progressing in his career. So that's on the end of Daniel Amartey, who'll be out for a couple of weeks. He hurt his hamstring, and Leicester City manager will have to put in other replacements, with Simeone also out. Wes Morgan looks like the likely candidate to fit in there. So that is it on the end of Daniel Amartey. My next story has to do with Thomas Partey, who made his debut yesterday for Atletico de Madrid. He made his debut appearing for Atletico Madrid. He made his debut for Arsenal yesterday, appearing for the first time in the Premier League. It was a cameo appearance, however, though. His coach, former coach, I have to say, DIEOGO Simeone, who saw him rise up the ranks in Atletico Madrid from the B team into loan moves to Almeria and other stuff, has spoken on his transfer. Were reports circulating that he was not happy about the way Thomas left, but bygones have to be bygones, and he wishes incredible player Thomas Partey well at Arsenal despite frustration over his release clause. Now the boss remembers the good times he had with the Ghanaian, having seen the midfielder leave for England in frustrating fashion. Now Diego Simeone wishes Thomas Partey success at Arsenal despite the frustrating manner in which he left the club on deadline day. Now Ghana signed Ghana International after activating his release clause during the final hours of the transfer window. Atletico, who then brought in Arsenal's Lucas Torreira, were reportedly upset with the way the fee for Thomas Partey was deposited at close to midnight Spanish time, and that the player was prepared to quit the club in such prompt fashion after 8 years. Quite interesting. Simeone has seen stars including Rodri, Lucas Hernandez and Antoine Griezmann depart in recent years after their buyout clauses were met, and he insists he holds no grudges against the players themselves, even if the manner of the exit is something the club can do little to prevent. I keep thinking Lucas's exit was very important, Simeone told reporters on Friday. He was a local boy from the academy with a lot of strength and a future, as we see with his national team. But we can't give many opinions against situations involving club release clauses. Everything that happens to the boy who gave me a lot of things at the club makes me happy. Thomas is a boy I remember from when he played in the B team with Saul. We started to bring him up. It took a lot out of him. He went to Amartey, and it was difficult for him to find stability in the club. He's an incredible player, and we wish him the very best. Simeone hopes to see Torreira make a significant impact, saying, "I'm not going to talk about what we win or lose with Thomas because he's not here. With Lucas, what we are able to bring to the team is vitality, dynamism in the middle. He comes from a time when he was not playing, and he does so with great excitement." Atleti started the season with a 6-1 victory, have drawn 2 consecutive games, and last night they won their game against Celta Vigo. Suarez making history with that win there. So that has been it for today. Thomas Partey's former coach Diego Simeone, however peeved he was by that abrupt departure of the Ghanaian, has wished him the very best. Talked about reminiscing about his time, loan moves to Amartey, bringing him up the ranks and everything. It is what it is. He has joined Arsenal now, and he has to move on. Talking about his new signing, Lucas Torreira, and what they can do with him. Daniel Amartey will be out for a couple of weeks. Your thoughts on everything in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.